Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Thief 2 Shadows of the Metal Age, Blind. I'm still here in the hideout of the Freeport traders, and I still have seemingly quite a lot to explore, so let me get on to that, although, as it was the last time, I do actually expect complications. Okay, I need to pause for a second. Okay, I'm back. So I do actually expect complications because I'm not allowed to knock out anyone. And I kinda suck, you know, at the whole stealth. So, not to mention the fact that the enemies... there's a guard patrolling here, but I'm not sure how far he comes. The enemies patrolling while I look around just makes me nervous generally. I would feel much better if I was allowed to knock them out, but I understand it as the element of rising challenge and as sort of a wrench thrown into your usual method of solving the mission, so I don't mind that much. If anything, you know, I recognize it's my fault for not being very good at the game.
Hey, there it is again.
That's what I do.
You better hope I don't find you.
Okay, I'm screwed.
Huh? Now I gotcha.
Oh no, I've been noticed.
Again, that's totally on me because they heard me running around. The worst thing is that I might have saved...
What was that? Now that didn't sound like any rat I know. Who's taffing about in here?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saved over it, which is obviously kind of problematic to be honest.
Boy, I sure am hungry down here. Gotta go up later and catch the scraps from
Because I'm not entirely convinced that they will ever, like, leave me alone at this point, if I don't, like, move myself farther away from them. No, maybe he'll just get out. Okay. I'll take this.
Sure, join up with the free traders, they said. Lots of adventure, lots of excitement. All I knew I was gonna be doing is guarding these caves. I would have joined up with Reuben.
Stock inventory from the archaeological dig. Ornate urns 2, jar decorative small 1, tapestry 1, gemstones glowy 1, coins shiny 2. Report all changes to the inventory below.
I can't wait to get back to the city next week. I'll go to see Sally, that's what I'll do.
Captain Neeson Feradog's quarters. Keep out under penalty of death. Okay, so this tells me the name of their leader. Okay, this is pretty interesting because I cannot advance this further with any of the 2 lockpicks that I have. So does that mean there are actually 3 types of lockpicks in this game as opposed to 2 in the original Thief? Interesting. I still haven't found a map.
How does it go? Forget it.
I can't knock him out, so I think I'll just wait until he goes back.
Huh? Did something move over there? Oh, look at this!
Oh no, I've been noticed.
Okay, this is kind of problematic.
Sure, join up with the free traders, they said. Lots of adventure, lots of excitement. All I knew I was gonna be doing is guarding these caves. I would have joined up with Reuben.
Okay. Now, there is still like the courtyard down there, and I'm pretty sure I wasn't there in the previous episode, so maybe it would be a good idea to try and go there.
How does it go? Forget it. Who goes there?
Forget the rest of it. Hey, what was that?
I guess it was
Damn
just the
rats.
wind.
Always making me
Wait a minute.
jump.
There is no wind. Oh well.
Feet are killing me.
I can't wait till I get the chance to cut up some taffers down here. They think I'm new. I'm not new. Crack 'em right over the head. That's what I do.
Back. What was that? Hey! Shadow of Doom, you're dead, thief!
Oh no, I've been noticed.
Okay, I totally missed him somehow,
Next time
even though he's right there.
I tell you right now, I can't take this crap anymore. I can't take this junk rest trash. I can't take this mumbo jumbo
So that is kind of embarrassing.
crap.
But you know, at this point, you must have gotten used to the fact that not really that great. And you know, it's a testament to how cool the Thief games are, that you know, their atmosphere and the world and the story, and even things like the art direction, because I sincerely believe that... What? What's up with my quick save? It displays FPS instead? Okay, I think I have to pause for a second again to try and sort it out. Yeah, but as I was talking about, I sincerely believe that the Thief games are actually kind of nice looking. Even today, you know, some of the sort of atmosphere that is being created simply by the use of colors and the overall sort of feel of the environment, however blocky it might be, I genuinely think that's pretty cool, even nowadays. You know, generally, as I said, it's just a testament to how cool the game is that I can enjoy it a lot, even while actually being kinda shit at the main sort of gameplay loop.
Join up with the free traders, they said. Lots of adventure, lots of excitement. All I knew I was gonna be doing is guarding these caves. I would have joined up with Ruben.
My head. Every time I hear a song I like, it's stuck there for hours and hours, goes over and over.
Where is he? Okay, just narrowly missed him.
My feet are
Still
killing me.
awake. Can't fall asleep.
Are killing me.
Bert got his toes cut off, falling asleep on guard duty.
Oh,
Can't let that happen to me.
stiff neck. I'm back.
I can't wait till I get the chance to cut up some taffers down here. They think I'm new? I'm not new. Crack 'em right over the head, that's what I'd do. Did I just see
I
something?
was a better man for her.
Probably just the guy trying to pull some kind of trick on me again. You can't fool me.
Just heard it.
Is this guy okay, he's not stationary, so...
I get my
But I think he's going to the far end now, so it should be safe to just open this. Now, I wasn't in this side of the base. And I'm pretty sure I can also climb there from the ledges. Right here. Oh, I guess I last time I used an ice arrow to get across.
something move over there. I've been down in these caves too long. Must be getting kind of jumpy. I can't wait to get back to the city next week.
Oh, I missed that last time. Okay.
Who am I kidding? Did I just hear something? Well, wonder what that was. Probably. Boy, I sure am.
What's the difference
Scraps from dinner.
between now and the last time?
Not all it's cracked up to be.
Again, this is kind of embarrassing. Especially given the fact that I have done this once already.
Hey, what was that noise?
Okay, maybe I'll do better with those.
Here. You can't hide from me.
Although generally I'm only saved by the enemy's lack of ability to look up. So they literally seem unable to do so. Like, it would be pretty easy for a healthy person to identify the direction from which those sounds are coming at such a small distance. Will I survive dropping? Yes. Does not give me anything though. Seemingly not quite. Okay, I'm actually a little confused. What? What is this guy doing here? Like, he literally killed himself. I'm not going to reload to save him. But I'm a little confused about how that even happened. Like, I wasn't aware that falling off ledges is something that can even happen to NPCs in this game. Because evidently, you know, the in-universe explanation is that he tripped and fell into the water and can't swim. Okay, I'm visible as frick here. I don't think this is going to work.
Can't feel my own toes anymore.
Apparently it did. I'll take it.
Sometimes I worry that Faradoc is gonna get us busted. I can't believe he kept that Fontaine piece for himself. I almost lost my leg stealing that thing.
Yeah, it's one thing to actually lose a piece and disappoint the customer, but Ruben isn't one to mess with. I wouldn't care what he does except that he turns around and puts the pieces back on the market after he's tired of them.
Well, Ruben's no dummy, I can tell you that. If that Fontaine shows up in a museum, he'll hear about it. And then he's gonna send his ruffians breathing down our necks over here.
I'm not waiting that long. Davidson's been swimming in money ever since he hooked up with that spice supplier in Blackbrook. He'd take me back in a second. And if the war keeps on like this, I could retire in 5 years. Besides, I don't want to be around when the Hammers finally figure out that Faradoc's operating right under their noses. That guy's got more gall than a burrick on a full stomach.
Okay, map of the cave area. It's It's a bit frustrating that it doesn't highlight sort of
What is that over
retroactively
there?
the places I've been to.
Wait till I get my hands on you.
I think I'm screwed, actually. Okay,
I guess it's just the wind.
sure, it was just
Next time I go out, I'm going to do the job alone. I tell you that right now. I can't take this crap anymore. I can't take this junk present trash.
So what are my objectives that are left? It sounds the Sunnyport Hammers would love to find out they failed to run out the smugglers. See if you can find anything more on these Hammerites and where they might be located. Still at least 750 in loot. Okay.
I can't take this mumbo jumbo bull crap. Yep. Well, when you want the job done, you call me. That's the guy. I'm the guy that gets things done.
Can I get past him?
And none of
I don't
the guys
think
I've
so,
worked with,
because
none of the men that I've worked
I'm pretty
with
much
can
almost...
hold a candle to my The night brings out all kinds of weird sounds, I tell you. Rats, and bats, and burglars.
I'm almost touching him. I don't think, because there's passage behind him. Okay, that works.
Well, forget the rest of it. How'd that song go?
Second quarter requisition receipt log, 2 dozens of Lost City scrolls, Grimsworth and Deperin, Karath Din wine mixer, and Curator Frederick Limes, 1 case of assorted weapons, Lance Cligor, not yet received from Gliver Exports, Ivory Skull carving, Gatham's Curios, woodworked precursor mask replica for Lord Gervasius, 40 pounds of spice for JN Rampon Enterprise, 8 Adonizo crystals for a friend, ? Capeza Miharaza painting, Lord Porter, Shobble print, Lord Porter still looking. Okay, this is most likely the briefcase. That they mentioned in one of the documents. A sharp-toothed lockpick. Okay, great. So I guess there are 3 types of lockpicks. Journal. Damn hearty New Year it was here. Half of the boys passed out celebrating the fact we're over 20 strong now. Been a rich, profitable year too. Huh. More men means less money for each of us. I prefer the old days when it was just a few guys. Damn surprising the Hammers haven't got on yet. We own this town. If it weren't for us, the whole damn place would close down. Just delivered a beautiful Miharaza painting to Limes over at the museum in the city today. The old bugger acts out all nervous around me lately. I hope somebody didn't open the yapper to him about the incident with that Kedar guy last year. It's just business, but these uppity white-collar guys can get really funny when things get a bit violent. I'm going to keep acting like nothing's wrong, and I hope he's just had gassed from lunch. I don't care what Neeson says. I'm keeping the Gavant statue for myself. If our so-called leader can borrow acquisitions from the vault and lie to the clients about it, I can damn well do the same. I've been collecting Gavants since I worked for Davidson, and I'll never forgive myself if I let this piece go. Even as I write this, the boss is out with the harlots at Volaris, smooching with the sheriff, and Grissom is here sleeping off the hangover again. I should just go back to Davidson. So acquiring this third lockpick will let me into their boss's quarters. Alex, how do you like the free traders so far? They are a tough bunch of lads, but I'm sure you'll fit in just fine. Glad you've decided to come and join us. Ma and Pa would still have you fetching ale for that hypocritical hammers right now. It's not in every organization you get to learn to fight for yourself and travel about at the same time. Sure, hauling barrels from up the docks is tough, but everyone has to put their share of sweat. Keep it up and you'll be out in the fresh air guarding the shop in Sunnyport.
Did that shadow move? Well, I guess it's nothing. Too jumpy.
Too many shadows. Seeing things. Need to back down on the copies.
Augustus, I know you come from a wealthy family, but there is to be no more of this eating on the job. I allow you to cook for with our precious spices because you make fine food, but that doesn't mean you can use them anytime you please for personal needs, on your own personal hotcakes. You should know better than anyone how transitory most of the goods are, and how we need to sell any spice we don't use. Take for instance your testicles. They will be transitorily attached to your body if I find out you or any of the other grunts are wasting our commodities. As the leader of this outfit, I allowed you to join up with us because you're supposed to be cooking, not eating. I expect you to take this seriously. Grissom tells me you've burned my three last warnings. Okay, so that tells me that he should have some spice hoarded, you know, for his own personal usage. And spice is most likely valuable, as they said. Well, not exactly hoarded, it was just out in the open on the counter. Gourmet halibut stew, feeds 25, 5 cups of imported seaside caviar, 3 halibut fillets, 5 chopped carrots, 1 raw onion, 1 brain of a sturgeon, 2 stalks of celery, 4 medium potatoes, 1/2 cup of tomato juice. Throw ingredients into the pot, add water for broth to personal taste, boil and serve. Okay, this just goes out to the corridor. Is there anything here? Nope.
A bunch of tappers. So what if it's pink? Doesn't mean anything.
Come on, come on. moved over there? Well, I guess it's nothing. I'm too jumpy. I can't wait to get my hands on you. You're gonna be rotting in the
Oh no,
grave soon,
I've been
thief.
noticed.
How come it's so... Like, how come the light is so vibrant in there?
Did that shadow move?
Like, I guess the easiest way to do it would be...
Jumping.
Oh great, I didn't...
Caught in my throat. Caught in my throat.
And now it should be sufficiently dark, at least in this part of the room. I wasted a water arrow, but I'm pretty close-ish to the end of the mission, because I've accomplished all of my actual objectives, save this, and I have a feeling the info on the Hammerites is going to be in the leader's quarters.
What to do first? Eat or sleep? Next time I go out, I'm going to do the job alone. I tell you that right now. I can't take this crap anymore. I can't take this junk trash. I can't take this mumbo jumbo bull crap.
Any worker who sees to the machinery repairs is reminded to wash his hands before retiring for the evening. This includes machinery down at the docks. We are not barbarians here, and we certainly don't want to get any grime on the merchandise, nor the fine goods stored throughout the hideout. New recruits are encouraged to keep their gripping to themselves. Everyone is treated fairly here. The next free trade I catch ruining our goods due to negligence will have the offending hand removed from his arm.
Yep. Well, when you want the job done, you call me. What is that over there? Guess it was just the wind.
Sure.
My feet are killing me.
Now I really hope he doesn't turn
are killing
my
me.
direction. If he turns there,
My feet are
I might be able to use it to sneak past.
Stiff neck. My back. What was that? I gotta stop jumping in everything. What moved over there? Well, I guess it's nothing.
Okay, I think I'm safe. I think behind those boxes. Kinda looks like it. Although this will alert the enemies, which is problematic, but
Who's making noise down here? You better run now, because when I find you, you're dead.
but this was like what, 200 worth of loot, which is pretty cool. And generally this hideout is impervious to enemies because they can't crouch, so
You can't hide from me.
they are never going to find me.
Did that shadow move? Guess it was just the wind. Something caught in my throat. Something's caught in my throat. What is that over there? I gotta stop jumping in everything.
Okay, so this is like the basement or whatever? Wait, wasn't I here before? Yes, I was. This is, you know, the quarters of one of the actual smugglers that I followed into this place, the redhead. So I guess this links, this just links with the previous area, which in a way is actually good news, because it means I'm, you know, pretty close to the leader's quarters, among other things, and also, you know, trekking back on familiar territory.
All I knew I was gonna be doing is guarding these caves. I would have joined up with Reuben. God, this guard duty crap is boring.
So this is literally the courtyard from before, right? Indeed. So that's pretty much the extent of it, because the leader's quarters are on the other side. And with the other lockpick, I should be able to get in there. Okay, I hope this corner is dark enough and large enough to circumvent the guy. Note to Neeson. Captain Neeson, Chris says some hammers come snooping around the goodie bag yesterday. I thought hammers had to swear off candy once they converted. Maybe these two have a little secret. He says they snooped around the place a bit, a real authoritative like, then ordered half a pound of double mint fudge. Says they kept looking over their shoulders the whole time, real nervous. I almost wonder if they suspect something, but won't report it because they've got a little secret. They've got a little sweet tooth. Either way, we need to be more careful around there. Maybe lay low on daytime activity for a while. The whole incident makes me wonder how much they really know. We can't afford to make them suspicious right now, and we're really pushing things with all of the new recruits we've got. The more I think about it though, the more we need them. Without their watching over things, the nobles wouldn't come to Sunnyport, and without all of the fat cats, we would lose our contracts and our cover. It's a mighty shame that we don't have somebody like Trubert around here to bring in some real watch guards. They can be bought a whole lot easier than a hammer. I don't know how the hammers keep pulling all of their recruits. Wouldn't seem like the builder would have much say in a sin-filled, cold and nasty town like Sunnyport. Guess that huge ominous cathedral they've got at the north end is a sign of authority and power in and of itself. The whole situation just makes me want to get liquored up. Anyway, you're the boss, so I thought you should know. Now, this note makes little sense. Like, you know, the crucial element of it makes little sense in the universe, because why would he describe, unless they have one then more cathedral, which seems unlikely. This doesn't seem like that much, that sprawling of a metropolis. Unless they have more than one cathedral, describing where it is makes no sense, because they are both locals. They would have both known where it is because they've lived here. And describing where it is only serves the plot by allowing me to learn where it is. If anything, it would make much more sense if it just said, the cathedral, and then I would have to go out in the streets and ask people about the directions of how to get there. No passion among thieves, Chapter 3. And woefully did the bridesmaid Honeymelon thrust herself heaving into the arms of Dexter, the kind-hearted but misunderstood thief and bandit. Oh, how shall I give up my ways for thee? Did he cry, forsaking all of the wealth and power his profession forced him to seek. It was not after they embraced in that cold steel chamber, lined with the symbolic alabaster of a long-forgotten age, that where they were both discovered by Hector, the woe-begotten fiancé from Honeymelon's past. Can I open this? Yes. Okay, to the caves. So I think I'm literally just ready to leave. Because all of this, I have also explored, I'm pretty sure.
Who am I kidding? Gotta stay awake. Can't fall asleep. Bert got his toes cut off, falling asleep on guard duty. Can't let that happen to me.
Yeah, this is literally, this is the second cave. And this is like the entrance, right? I think I'm done. Yeah, this is the other one. The dogs. Wait a second. So the northern part. Okay, so this is the closed gate that leads to the docks. Right here. So I just cannot open it whatsoever. Okay, I think I'm done.
What's going on? Job is getting on my last nerve. Back down to the copies,
Okay, so what's the stats? I only missed about 100 of loot and found the secret, which is pretty cool. So let's continue.
The Hammerites. Apparently not very popular in the city, but it looks like they're the law here in Sunnyport. If there is any such thing as true law in this land of infidels. Some new group called the Mechanists seem to be running them out of the city recently, so the Hammers have retreated to some of these little out-of-the-way towns, like Sunnyport, where they appear to be thriving. These guys, however, seem to have been here for some time. I don't know or care much about these strange religions or their practices. But these Hammers may be just the thing to take care of my smuggler friends. They don't seem the type that would tolerate a slave trade or art smuggling in their happy little town. I tried to find a way into the rear compound, but it looks to be off limits to initiates. I'll just have to break in the front and see what I can find. I don't have a plan yet, but there's gotta be some way to alert these fanatics to all the illegal activity going on under their ugly noses. If they catch sight of me, I'm dead. I get the feeling they don't tolerate visitors, especially foreign women. But I'd sure like to see them bring those heavy sledgehammers down on Kadar's murderers.
What? This seems very contrived and borderline nonsensical. Because, sure, I can believe that the Hammerites would be a little bigoted against, just a single foreign woman walking around, because they seem to be kind of misogynistic. That they have very rigid gender roles, and they, they do not allow women to join their order, which is, by the way, in stark contrast to the Mechanists, because the Mechanists do. But, so I can understand them being rude to me or suspicious of me, but what kind of strange jump of logic led Zaya to assume that they would kill her on sight? Like, I'm not... the difference between Garrett and Zaya is that Garrett is a master thief. He's well known and sort of borderline renowned for his skill in thievery. He's, wanted by the guards and wanted by the law in, like, he's a high-profile criminal, whereas Zaya is just some random woman who picked up thievery barely a year ago in a different city, no less. So this seems very contrived to me, because to me, the way to solve this would be to literally just walk in, to the temple at one of the masses, their celebrations, and afterwards just tell the priest, I am a righteous citizen. I have information about crimes being committed. Go in and sort that out. But apparently I have to break into the Hammer Temple, find out if the Hammers are capable of aiding you in your quest for revenge, find out the name and location of the Hammerhide priest in charge of Sunnyport, sweep the premises for 1,300 in loot. You don't want to harm your chances for revenge, don't kill any Hammers, make it back on the streets. But it doesn't say anything about knocking them out. Although, to be honest, that and stealing from them is probably sort of starting on the wrong foot. Like, I wouldn't help someone who broke into my home, knocked out all of my family, and stole some of my money, and then asked for help. Okay. Though maybe I'll take one EMP, because it short circuits cameras as well and things like that. Okay, let me do a manual save here. Okay, so I guess I start out in the streets. Maybe there's something to be found here before I even approach the temple. Doesn't look like it though. What is that? Well, I guess that's just a pipe.
Never have I seen such foul weather as in this deplorable excuse for a town.
That sounded like the start of a longer conversation. But they are just standing there.
Never have I seen such foul weather as in this deplorable excuse for a town.
They're not standing in a particularly
Always treating me like an invalid.
advantageous position for knocking out.
Allow me to take your ship,
I think I'll just leave them be for now and go to the other side of the cathedral. So there seems to be a lone hammerer out there on watch, so knocking him out should not be that difficult. Okay, there are sewers as well, but seemingly inaccessible. Wait. Where is my hairpin? Okay, so I guess maybe it defaults to two types of lockpicks anyway, and the hairpin was just, you know, an improvised one, and she ditched it once she got professional tools. The roof is slippery because it's covered in snow. But I should be able to get somewhere. Maybe. Oh, not quite.
Mighty foe, and didst return the builder to much praise and victory. The trickster shall not step foot in his house again.
Okay, you know what? This episode has been long enough, so I'm going to save here and end it for now. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!